Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to TFKing. Tonight we're going to have our final game, just our final normal game, between Valiant and Serge You're Right. Valiant is going to be on blue and Serge You're Right is going to be on red. With that said, let's get right into the map now. Alright, so our map tonight is going to be products, and as you can see, both of them are well prepared. Valiant has gotten its fair share of wins and losses, so I hope they do quite well. Meanwhile, Serge You're Right has gotten a nice comeback after losing tremendously against Zambanzai, and then proceeding to get a more balanced win against Judgment Day. So it's really up in the air this to see who really wins. And just in time too. Alright, let's get into the game. I'm absolutely excited. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Alright. Then again, the map is product, and it's basically a recreation of Viaduct for the competitive scene. Alright, let's see who gets the first advantage here. Both the scouts are running up. Looks like Blue Scout does retreat. The Red Scout does get killed. Very nicely done. Looks like Valiant does have a head advantage. They do lose a few players here. Serge You're Right is slowly getting ground. They're slowly hunkering down the back. Blue Engineer is building a sentry. We've got a little camera close there. Sorry about that. And overall, looks like we've got a normal gameplay here. And overall, Serge You're Right is having sentry advantage as he managed to kill most of the blue players. But they do come back. Blue Scout is trying to get on that cheesy point win here, but gets killed by a sniper. So it's still up in the air. We're not really sure as to how this is going to go down in the beginning. But right now, it looks like both sides got white. Red Engineer in the back, so that means that the Blue Engineer up there with the sentry could give themselves a good advantage for Valiant. Valiant scores the point. Very nicely done. But it looks like Serge You're Right is immediately going to run in there and capture the point. Valiant tries to stop them with a soldier. Demman dies. Blue Soldier goes down. I think looks like Serge You're Right is going to get this point. Now they still have their sentry. It looks like the engineer managed to build it up to level 2. And right now we got a Blue Heavy rushing in onto the point. Can he do some damage? Kills Soldier, kills Dealman, kills Medic. Tries to kill his Scout, but was it bonk? Gets blown up by the Soldier. Okay, good distraction by Scout there. Very nicely well done. Now Valiant needs to find a way to regroup and get back onto the point. And this is going to be a little difficult for them, as they are now rushing. Let's see. Actually, there's not much going on. They are coming up from the hill, and they're trying to make a good push here, trying to kill the heavy, which they managed to do. But they do have other things to worry about, like another heavy and a Downman. Downman is now rushing back onto the point, and that one's not going well too. Iron does go down by Red Sniper. And right now it's a mixed bag of conflicts and chaos, and I'm not exactly at the best moment, nor am I mentally prepared to talk all this constantly, which is okay. We all practice. But we do have a weird conversation behind with the Meg demo combo. Let's see how long they can last. Looks like Meg goes down, demo goes down. Didn't last long, that's alright. Right now, Serge You're Right is in a really, really good position here. And let's see what Valiant can do to respond to that. It looks like they're going back onto the cliff here. So they're mostly regrouping on cliff, which is an okay position if you can make it work. But if they do it over and over again, I think Serge You're Right will get used to it and be much more organized. Now it looks like Serge You're Right did have to retreat here, which gives Valiant the space they need to push back onto the point. Now can they do this? We will have to see. There it is. So we do have a sentry in position, which will definitely help, but it's not aiming directly on the point, which means that they still have that chance. We got a duality of heavies now running back onto the point. Not exactly running, but more of slowly proceeding back onto the point. Red Sniper trying to do some damage as well, but keeps getting harassed by the heavies. One of the heavies is very low and has to go back. That's Octoling. Rocket Man now is running it back up. Sees this as he tries to kill it. Can they kill it? No, gets forced back. So it looks like the Red Sentry gets to survive just a little bit longer. But we've got backup from both sides, actually. And Pyro is managing to air blast and kills basically almost every player with a few help with the others in the back. Octoling managed to destroy the sentry in the back. Very good job. Now they have that opportunity to just rush back onto there and get that win. But Serge You're Right has a really good footing on the point. So let's see how Valiant will apply to this. So they start with a Spy here. Spy is not disguised, immediately gets killed by the heavy. So not like a start. Blue Deadman goes down, and actually, most of the Valiant is actually scattered, which is something that we don't usually want to see. But Red Spy does take advantage of this by going through each player at a time. He manages to kill one player, and more importantly, they're well organized in the center, and they're trying to push back up onto here. They're very, very aggro for Serge You're Right. So I think they've just gotten so used to what their enemy is planning to do that they just managed to take that into advantage. Will that be enough to make them champions? Who knows? But right now they're doing very well. 50 seconds left on the clock, but Spy is sapping the sentry. He just managed to sap it. Valiant is now running back onto the point. Can they capture that point? Looks like they will. Will they experience any kind of resistance? Yes, they will. With the heavy medic combo, yes, they do manage to capture it. Cyber goes down. And wow, so again, most of the time, I think the teams have recognized that the soldier is a very strong class, and so they use that to their advantage. Red Devilman charging into that line, not really killing anyone, so it's really all for naught. We have a good sniper position on Cliff here, see if they can do some damage. They can't kill that sniper. We have a range engineer on Cliff, which is a very odd position to choose. Let's see if that'll work out for them. Right now, we got a fourth competition between a soldier medic combo and a heavy soldier on the left. So now let's see if they can do that. That goes down. They managed to kill the heavy, and they just walk back up. Now, can they hold for just a little bit more down resistance? And they walked off the point, but now they need to get back onto the point. They can see if they can do that. Downman is now running back onto the point, and that'll be enough for them to win the game. Very well done for Surge, you're right. Woo! Okay. That wasn't really much to take in. It was a simple fair match, but nothing really much of interest in there. Alright, now let's talk about game number 2. So normal start, both sides are in their positions. Alright, here they come. Any charges? I don't think we've heard any. But looks like we got 2 scouts for Surgery at this time. Meanwhile, Valiant still has... Oh, they also have 2! So it's a good battle. 1 scout goes down. And already Valiant is thrusting themselves onto the point, which is not exactly a good idea, because soldiers like them can just obliterate them immediately. Well, let's see what happens. Right now it's going to be... Oh, a good heavy push here! A really good heavy push here, destroying good majority of the team, which means that Surge Right has an immediate advantage. So very well done for Surge Right. I mean, surely Valiant would win. Valiant would learn the lesson from the previous game, and I don't remember if it was a win or loss. Blue Spy tries to do some damage, didn't go so well, and more importantly, it looks as if most of the team is trying to reorganize themselves, and you can see in the back here that they're still a little scattered, and they're just basically pushing back onto the point. I see it. I smell the sense of despotism coming from Valiant, because this is a team that got destroyed by a brand new team. So surely they wouldn't do so well here. Well, that's not the case. As you can see, they're mostly... Valiant is just struggling overall, while Surge Right is still remaining very organized. They've gotten so used to the meta that they basically are an unstoppable force, and you can tell by the fact that they are using their heavies very effectively, using them as a Force Ranger Destroyer. But looks like that won't last very long, as that heavy now dies and they're slowly being pushed back. I think most of the forces now have pushed back. As you can see, there's not a lot of players in the back. With this, only thing that's up here is that sentry, along with the engineer. Engineer decides to dick this sentry. I mean, his life is better than the life of the sentry. Let's be honest. As long as he's alive, that's all that matters. So Surge Right is making a cheap attempt to try and push it back, but with a heavy, that basically stopped the whole process. So there you go for that. So let's see how that goes for them. Heavy goes down. Looks like Surge Right is now reaching back onto the point. Very well done, Surge Right. Now, we do have Valiant with the sentry in the back. Along with that, it looks like most of them are really scattered, and they're not really sure how to proceed with this on the thing. It looks like all they can really do is push forward. But these are well-trained bots. So let's see what they come up with in time of when they're losing. Because these bots don't give up. Because they're bots. They don't know how to surrender. With that said, looks like we have a meta combo up in the flank. A demo, they tried to get an engineer, it looks like they didn't go so well. But mostly have 2 demos and a soldier now really shook up back to point. The point's open or free, they can run back onto that point. Can they do that? Yes, they will. So now let's see if they can hold it as they're starting to capture the point. Yes, they will get it. Okay. So now it's Surge Right turn to be on the offensive here. Can they get back onto that point and manage to capture it? We got a good position here for the engineer. All they have to do now is just get back onto the point. It looks like Valiant here is holding very aggressive here. Now we got a mostly concentrated force here over by the side of Cliff. So let's see how they will do there. We got a good Vex there, medic, and slowly just trying to crack down the heavy medic combo, force the heavy medic combo to go over to the right. Medic stays back, maybe a little too far. Looks like he does manage to come back in and manage to kill the heavy medic combo. Very good job. And now slowly they're reaching back up to the point. Looks like they take care of that force over to the right. And right now, looks like they retreated? Okay, that's very odd for Surge Right to do that. But no matter, they're coming back up. So it looks like they're going to be running back onto the point. And there's the overwhelming force that we've been looking for. which should be enough for them to get this win. Alright. So, the Surge Ray has proven to be very useful in this match. But let's see if Valiant can get back onto this point once more. So, looks like they're trying to go for a more organized voice onto the cliff. 2 heavy medic combos. One with the Vaccinator, looks like one with a crit streak. Let's see if they can do some damage there. They managed to take out the sentry and immediately rushing back onto the point. So it looks like the operation very well, along with a bunch of soldiers to go with it. Now we do have 2 more heavies coming back up from Surgery Right. One of them goes down. Vaccinator, Medic, and Heavy now rushing back up onto the point. Medic is very low. Can they kill that Medic? Yes, they will. And now, looks like Valiant is mainly having a good force. They did lose some lives themselves. So let's see how that goes for them. And it's a mixed bag. It looks like Valiant is not getting down to this point, as Surgery Right, thanks to the Pyro, is now being able to rush back onto the point. But it's really a mixed bag. Some players are trying to stop that from happening, and they're trying to get that good advantage, but looks like it didn't go so well, though. Engineer kills the sentry, yeah, kills the spy, and gets killed in the process. What am I saying? I am too confused. But right now, it looks as if Surgery Right has a good footing on here again, and Scout goes for a dash, which ultimately gets him killed. Not sure why he did that. And now Valiant has this open opportunity to rush back on, but they built a sentry, but now they have this opportunity to get back on to the point. No more, as the red sentry is in place. Looks like they did manage to activate a buff bender of some kind, not exactly sure. Let's see how that goes for them. We got another medic soldier and a medic heavy combo, and with that, Valiant manages to capture the point again. Okay. How many times has the point been captured today? I think too many times. But regardless, we are still on a good advantage here. And Surgery Right is right now on a good footing here when it comes to time, because they have 23 seconds left. Valiant still has to count down the clock, and along with that, they're still getting pummeled. They're getting pummeled heavily, because they just, either they keep retreating, or they keep getting too scattered, as you can see here, leaving Surgery Right to rush back onto the point. But looks like they're starting to reorganize. 3 seconds left on the clock. Can Valiant hold on to this thing a little bit more? Looks like they will. And could this be a win for Valiant? Soldier coming in to kill it. Coming to kill it. Another soldier. And looks like Valiant will not be able to hold on to this point. Coming right back to Surge Right. 20 seconds left on the clock. Can Valiant rush back in there and do some damage? Blue Heavy is trying his best. Looks like he had to fall back. And here comes the main force. This is it. The final seconds. Can Valiant get back onto that point? They're almost there. They're creeping up. Oh, they're too far away. And thus, we have a total win for Surgery Right. Okay. This is quite interesting. Okay. I have a lot to talk about. Well, actually, not really much. Here's the scores. Alright, so, where do I begin with this game? Okay, first thing first, congratulations to Surgery Right for their second win, and a total win too, something that I didn't even expect at all, compared to their previous games. So, with that said, let's talk about the MVPs. So, MVPs, I don't really have much to offer when it comes to MVPs, but if I had to think one, I would have gone with the Red Engineers. They're very bold in this game. They are much more defensive, and if they ever needed to retreat, they did. And so it looks like they were much more practical and played very well in how they would play the game. Yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so on the 19th of May, we finally get into the semifinals of Season 2. Goodness me, it's been a long while. But other than that, all you need to know is that the semifinals are going to be a mixed bag. And I haven't exactly concluded as to who will be on who. I will announce that later on in the day, probably tomorrow. But with that said, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching TFKing on the Guildford Royal broadcast, and I will see you at the semifinals on the 19th.